A hero workout is somebody who has served our country, whether it's military or first responder, and they died in battle or they died doing so. So that's what Memorial Day weekend is really about, is honoring those who sacrifice everything so we can get together and do the things that we are doing right now. So that's what we're here to do. So we always talk about the person or the soldier that we're honoring. So today I'm going to do so. It's not going to be like, sometimes we'll do a short snippet, but this one's a little bit more in detail, talking about Lieutenant Murphy. So on June 28, 2005, Lieutenant Murphy was the officer in charge of a four-man SEAL element in support of Operation Red Wing, tasked with finding key anti-coalition militia commander near Azad, Afghanistan. Shortly after inserting into the objective area, the SEALs were spotted by three goat herders who were initially detained and then released. It is believed that the goat herders immediately reported the SEALs' presence to the Taliban fighters. A fierce gun battle ensued on the steep face of the mountain between the SEALs and a much larger enemy force. Despite the intensity of the firefight and the suffering grave gunshot wounds himself, Murphy is credited with risking his own life to save the life of his teammates. Murphy, intent on making contact with headquarters, but realizing this would be impossible in the extreme terrain where they were fighting, unhesitatingly and with complete disregard for his own life, moved into the open where he could gain better position to transmit a call to get help from his men. Moving away from the protective mountain rocks, he knowingly exposed himself to increased enemy gunfire. This deliberate and heroic act deprived him of cover and made him a target for the enemy while continuing to be fired upon. Murphy made contact with the SOF Quick Reaction Force at Bagram Air Base and requested assistance. He calmly provided his unit's location and the size of the enemy force while requesting immediate support for his team. At one point, he was shot in the back, causing him to drop the transmitter. Murphy picked it back up, completed the call, and continued firing at enemy who was closing in. Severely wounded, Lieutenant Murphy returned to his cover position and with his men continued the battle. As a result of Murphy's call, an MH-47 Chinook helicopter with 8 additional SEALs and 8 Army Night Stalkers aboard was sent in as part of the QRF to extract the 4 embattled SEALs. As the helicopter drew nearer to the fight, a rocket-propelled grenade hit the helicopter, causing it to crash and killing all 16 men aboard. On the ground and nearly out of ammunition, the 4 SEALs continued to fight. By the end of the 2-hour gunfight, that careened through the hills and over the cliffs, Murphy's gunner's mate, 2nd Class SEAL Danny Diaz, and sonar technician, 2nd Class SEAL Matthew Axelson, had fallen. An estimated 35 Taliban were also dead. The 4th SEAL Hospital Corpsman, 2nd Class SEAL Marcus Luttrell, was blasted over a ridge by a rocket-propelling grenade and knocked unconscious. Though severely wounded, the 4th SEAL and sole survivor, Luttrell, was able to evade the enemy for nearly a day, after which local nationals came to his aid, carrying him to a nearby village where they kept him for 3 more days until Luttrell was rescued by U.S. forces on July 2nd, 2005. By his undaunted courage, intrepid fighting spirit, and inspirational devotion to his men in the face of certain death, Lieutenant Murphy was able to relay the position of his unit, an act that ultimately led to the rescue of Luttrell and the recovery of the remains of the 3 who were killed in battle. So days like this, or weekends like this, or community events like this, or workouts like this, we do it to honor those who, like I said, gave everything for us so we can get together, gather, congregate without fear, and be able to have the freedoms that we have. So when your workout gets tough, because it will, today, tomorrow, the next day, when you're looking at those 300 air squats and you're like, oh my gosh, that's 300, right? You can do it. You can go 5 more reps. You can finish the workout, okay? Or any adversity you guys have in life. So that is why we get together and honor those. So remember that today when things get tough, push each other on today. We're all here for one thing, all right? So now with that being said, we're going to have a moment of silence. Oh, son, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we marched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rent the land, the bomber singing gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh,